we can now confirm at least one of our main event matches for WrestleMania. CM Punk versus Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship. And I've been seeing rumors and at least hearsay that this is supposed to close out All of Mania Night 2. And if that's the case, this is going to be the first time that this iteration of the World Heavyweight Championship is going to be closing out WrestleMania. And this will be the first time in a long time that a World Championship outside of the main WWE Championship is going to be closing out Mania. So if you want to go back, some people might want to count the WWE Undisputed Championship because at that time that included the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. Now, granted, at that time, WCW was already defunct. But as you can see, Chris Jericho is holding the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. And it wasn't until after Triple H won it that they would introduce what would be the original iteration of the WWE Undisputed Championship. The one that was held by people like Brock Lesnar, Eddie Guerrero, JBL, and John Cena before he turned it into what would be known as the Spinner Championship. But I digress. Now, this is where it starts to get a little murky. The very first time a world championship outside of the main WWE championship technically main evented a Mania was WrestleMania 20. The triple threat with Chris Benoit, Shawn Michaels, Triple H. But for obvious reasons, this is not talked about. I'm just bringing this up for historic reasons. But if you want to count the one everybody's going to talk about, including WWE respectively, they would probably count this as the first time that the World Heavyweight Championship main evented at WrestleMania 21, where Batista defeated Triple H. Fun note, this is also the same time John Cena won his first World Championship. And at least the last time I can recall, please correct me if I'm wrong, the last time the World Heavyweight Championship actually closed a Mania that wasn't associated with any other championship was WrestleMania 24 when it was Edge versus Undertaker one-on-one. Outside of that, however, when they decided to combine, at least at the time, the WWE and World Heavyweight Championship at that time, they had recently just combined it at 2013's TLC, and this was the following year's Mania. And obviously, everybody knows what happened at this main event. And since this World Heavyweight Championship was just introduced in, I believe, 2023, it made his WrestleMania debut at WrestleMania 40. And it happened to open night 2 when it was Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. And last year, obviously, we had Jey Uso versus Gunther. So, if it's to be true, this is going to be closing out all of Mania, night 2. And like I said, the first time since really WrestleMania 24 back in 2008 that a World Championship outside of the main WWE Championship will be closing out Mania. How do you guys feel about this?